Hey guys, so today I'm going to review two of the little brush sets from Real Techniques. I picked both of these up from my local Harris Teeter, which I was really surprised to see. It was kind of along the beauty aisle, and I've never tried any of the Real Techniques before. I've had these now for a little over a month, and I wanted to kind of give you my thoughts on these sets. So we're going to actually start with this one. This is the Real Techniques On Location Travel Essentials. So it has, this is just the box, but it has a travel case and then 3 brushes. So I'm actually going to take out the travel case in this other one because I can't find where the other one went. But what this travel case is you have a spot for all of your brushes that has like kind of this Velcro, or it's not really Velcro, just stretchy spandex. And then you can also have it like Velcroed so it can stand up, which is really nice. And then you can also close it as well. So it is a really nice travel case for if you're bringing a couple of brushes. So in that set, you get a multitask brush, a dome shadow brush, and an essential foundation brush. So let's just start with the essential foundation brush. This is kind of more of a flat, but it has a little bit of a dome arch kind of to it. It's not just like a, I don't know if I have my other, it's not like my Sigma Foundation F60 where you see that it's just a flat foundation brush, and these brushes are dirty, so I probably should have washed them before, but it has more of like a thicker dome kind of to it. This is perfect. I actually use this on days that I don't use my beauty blender I'll apply my foundation with my face, but then I will use the brush to kind of get any of those lines or weird strokes out. So I really enjoy this brush. Then you also get the multitask brush. Looks like this. So this brush, you can do a lot of different things. You can use it for powder all over the face. You can use it for like any cream foundation because it is kind of like duo fiber on here. But what I particularly, wow, what I use it for is I'll put on my cream blush and then I'll blend it out with this brush, and I find that this does a fantastic job for blending out your cream blush or your cream highlight. So really recommend this, and I use this brush every day I do any cream products. Then the last thing you get is the domed shadow brush. So it looks like this. To be honest, I don't really use this brush that often. You can see that it does have some eyeshadow on it, but I prefer one of their other brushes to do my crease. I have done my crease with this brush before, and it works nice, but it's not one of their brushes that I gravitate towards. I do want to mention on these brushes, they have kind of a rubber bottom to it, so it's easier to grip, and I love the colors. So that is that set. Overall, I did enjoy these brushes in that set. Again, the travel case is nice, but it's not something that I really needed, especially in both sets. But for these 3, I think it's a great deal. I would totally, though, out of all of them, recommend this multi-task brush because you could do a lot with it, and I love using it for cream blush. So the other one is their Your Eyes Enhanced Starter Set. So it kind of looks like that. And then here you get a base shadow brush, deluxe crease brush, accent brush, fine liner brush, and a brow brush, and the case. So we're going to go first with this brush. This is the brush that I mentioned that I love using for my crease. This is called their Deluxe Crease brush, not blush. Anyway, so it looks like this. It's perfectly domed, so it's great for getting right in your eyes. So I love this brush for that, and I use it every day, and it's become one of my favorites. I used to use like a blending brush, but this is just stand alone perfect. Then in the set you get, this is the accent brush. It is very, very teeny, and what I use this for is kind of either my lower lash line, or I will use it for my outer corner. I prefer it though more for my lower lash line. I do have another brush. Let me see if I can find it and if it has the name on it. It is an e.l.f. brush. Can't find it. I do prefer another brush for my outer corners instead of this, but this is great for in a pinch when you need to do your outer corners, but really that lower lash line. Then I have the fine liner brush. Looks like this, and it's just a very kind of like a liner. So this I have used for doing some shadow liner at the top, but I don't really gravitate toward this brush too much. It's not a requirement for me, and it's an okay brush, but I just don't use it all the time. So I'll just move on. The next thing, this is their brow brush. And it looks like this. I have used this before for my brows, but I also like using that kind of a tip or point for applying your shadow liner as well. So I do like this. It is much thicker than some of my other brow brushes, but I do typically now do more pencil, but this is really great if you do any shadow on your brows. And then the last brush you get, this is the base shadow brush. Looks like this. As you can see, I don't typically reach for this brush that often. If I'm going to apply like a shadow all over my lashes, I typically use the Sigma E55 brush, which looks more like this. So it's kind of more flatter and smaller. This is more larger and it's just more domed. I guess I could use it for all over. I just haven't really found the best way to use this brush. So overall, with that set, I think I would pass on it. You get a bunch of different unique brushes to try from them, but besides the Deluxe Crease brush, I think I have other things in my collection that would work better for me. So for me, I would pass on the Eyes starter kit. Unless you are a starter and you don't have many brushes, these are great starter brushes, but I would pass on this one, and then I would get the Travel Essentials brush set instead. So let me know if you guys have tried any of these Real Technique brushes or the sets, and if you have any other recommendations for any makeup brushes you think that I should try and review. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.